Hello once again, everybody. Horseman Don Stevens here at Delta Downs in Vinton, Louisiana. Well, in this video, we're going to meet some more horsemen here at Delta Downs. They're going to take part in the upcoming 2017 quarter horse season. I've been visiting with the jockeys and trainers in recent days, getting to know them and getting sent for the big meet. The season comes up starting April the 21st, running till July the 8th, with post times every Wednesday through Saturday night at 6:15 p.m. Well, this morning I got to visit with trainer Brian Stroud. He had a string of horses here for the first time last year, about 17 of them in fact. He's got a bigger barn this year, including his all-time star, his highest earner, 2014 world champion, and that's Jrc Callas First. That horse will be competing this season at Delta Downs, Stroud told me, and he's got the story behind what made him so great back in his championship year. Let's take a listen.
We had about 17 last year.
They got a few more this year, right?
Yes, sir. We're up to 21.
Now, just to let people get to know you a little bit, you're from Texas. Tell us about your background.
Well, I graduated in high school in '86, and then I went a couple of years to Texas A&I University in Kingsville, and this was in my blood, so I decided to drop out of college and come back to doing this. So I've really been doing this since 1989, full time.
Now, you said you ran some horses here in the 90s at Delta Downs, and then you were gone a while back in Texas. And what brought you back here the last couple of years?
Well, the money's good over here, and I've picked up some new clients that got Louisiana bred, so naturally that's where they want to run, that's where they need to run. Because money's good here.
Yep. Now, of course, you got a big horse everybody knows. Jrc Callas First had a huge season a few years ago, got world champion. Tell us about that experience and what that year was like.
Oh, it was great. I mean, it's a dream. You know, a lot of people have done this all their life and spent millions of dollars trying to do it and never achieved it. So it was a career changing. We went from carrying a barn of 14, 16 to now we got 60 in training. So, you know, it was career changing.
Now, you were talking about how you came about this horse. You didn't get him till he was 3. He had won a couple of races, but really didn't show that big talent yet. Tell us how you got him.
Well, I trained him for another client of mine, and like I say, first couple of times I tried to start him, he got loose in post-parade. He was really kind of a handful to deal with, and he still is today, but you have to know him and get along with him. But anyway, I trained him, and finally we got him to the track, and he showed some potential, and then we jumped up and went a couple of races with him in San Antonio at Raton Park. Then we went to Lone Star Park, and we went another one with him, a $10,000 claimer, non-winners of 3, and that meet came to an end, and he belongs to Kenny Roberts' brother, so I figured I'd probably going to lose him down here to Louisiana to Kenny. So I asked the guy, you know, what he wanted to do with the horse, and he said, "Oh, I'd like to sell him." And I said, "Well, what do you want for him?" He said, "Well, I'd like to get 10 for him. He just won a $10,000 claimer." And I said, "Well, I realize that, but he also had a non-winner 3 condition along with that tag." I said, "Now I'm probably going to have to drop him to 7,500 to be competitive." And I said, "But he's your horse, and I'll try to sell him to some of my other clients because I don't want to lose him." So I did, and I couldn't get it done. So he called me back a few days later and said, "Did you have any luck selling my horse?" And I said, "No, sir." He said, "Well, do you like him?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I do." He said, "What would you give for him?" And I said, "Well, my wife had sold a paint horse, a riding horse, for $7,500, and I said, I'll give you the $7,500, and I said, you owe me about a $1,300 training bill. We'll just call it even." And he thought about it for a minute, and he said, "You know what? I believe I'm gonna take that." So that's how I end up with him.
And he's made how much since then?
He's made about $603,000.
Wow. Now, that year of his championship year, what was your favorite race that he won?
Probably the Zia Park Championship.
And why was that so special?
Well, it was the first time he went out of state. You know, we'd win in Texas, all the stakes there were in Texas, and that was the first year out of state, and we took some pretty good horses there, and that was a nice race there.
Now, he came to Delta Downs last year. It didn't seem like he was himself. Tell me what about last season for him.
Well, he got banged around at Remington Park after the Challenge Championship at Houston. We went to Remington with him, and he got banged around and kind of got a little sore in his hind end, and just really wasn't training real well. And you know, he had a little rough trip here too, and he just couldn't recover from it. He's not that kind of horse. He likes to break in front and have a lot of room, and doesn't like to be, you know, bothered a whole lot. We're hoping we turned him out after we got back from California with him. We turned him out and we did some IRAP on stifles and stuff, and we're hoping that, you know, he's going to run a big race tonight at Houston.
Now, he's running tonight. What kind of race is he in? Tell everybody.
He's in the Harris County Stakes race, going 550 yards.
Okay, that's great. Will he run here at Delta Downs this season?
Probably will. Probably will bring him over here, maybe for the 550 stakes race that they have here.
He wants to run long, huh?
Yeah, he made his name really going 550, and then we dropped him back down to the 400 and 440. But he's a win, you know, through his maiden conditions and non-2 conditions, he was able to win at 330 and 350. But he really made his name going 550.
Likes to stretch out, huh?
Yes, sir. In fact, we even worked him the other day, but setting him up for this race, we worked him around the turn. We're probably going to stretch him out to going 770s or 870s.
That may happen here this season?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Now, you've got 21 horses here in training at Delta, you told me. Tell us some other names we might look for.
We have a horse classified Super Bull that we like a whole lot. We have another 870 horse, News Now, that we like pretty good. We have a real nice 2-year-old that we're pretty high on. She's dead serious.
What's her breeding like?
She's I believe she's an Oak Tree Special, maybe.
Okay. He ran here, and he was a world champion, so a lot of good blood there, huh?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Well, I know you have a good team. You're going to have a great season here at Delta Downs, and we appreciate you back. Good luck this year.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that's trainer Brian Stroud, as I visited with him recently here at Delta Downs. Looks to have a great meet. He's got a larger barn this season at Delta Downs, and of course his big horse, Jrc Callas First, looking to stretch out, as you heard, here at Delta Downs this meet. We'll see how he takes that, as he's one talented animal, that's for sure. Well, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button below. Also subscribe. We'd love to have you get alerts every time we put a video up so you can keep up to date with all that's going on here at Delta Downs. And also share this video with all your friends and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Other ways to connect with us, go to the Twitter handle @HorseManDon and visit our website, HorseManDon.com. Well, until next time, I'm track announcer Don Stevens. We'll see you back here at the races. Have a great day.